What's good? It's your boy Shay back at you with another LNC NBA playoff update. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, set it to all so that way you don't miss out on a single NBA playoff update. Now, Draymond Green last night on his podcast after Game 7, which we know Curry went ballistic. 50 for Wardell, Steph, and Curry. We're going to go over a couple little plays from that. And we're going to actually go over what Draymond said Steph's demeanor was going into this game. But Draymond Green had words for Sabonis, and we'll get into that. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get right into it. Let's hear what Draymond had to say on his podcast last night about Steph's demeanor.
He said, if you getting on this bus, you making a commitment to this team. I don't care how many minutes you play. I don't care if you don't play a single second. I don't care if it's points, rebounds, whatever it is. But if you getting on this bus, you are saying, I am going to do whatever it takes as far as my preparation goes to win this game. We not going out like that. Like we went out Game 6, we not going out like that. We have an opportunity to play in Game 7. They rare, they don't come around. Take advantage of the moment, embrace the moment. And he went a little further in, but it was such an incredible speech. And when he finished, he said, anybody else got something? Nah, champ. It's enough said. You said it all. When he delivered that speech, I can't say I knew he was going to come out and get 50. But I knew he was going to come out and do something incredible. And I knew there was no way he was going to allow us to lose that game.
Wowzers. That's coming from Draymond Green. Obviously, Steph Curry did not let the team down, but there was a couple of things that what made Draymond saying this after the game last night. There was a couple of things I noticed during the game. First of all, when he got to the arena an hour before the game started, he hit several in a row from half court, like standing right on the Kings logo, half court, and he like 7 or so in a row and was dancing. His energy looked very, very nice before the game. But I also caught a couple things after the. I also caught a couple things during the game as well.
This may be one.
Yes, that is correct. Steph Curry straight up said, "Not with the fuck shit." Granted, the game is well in hand here, but this just shows you. Draymond said that Steph was telling him, "I don't care if you playing a minute or not. If you ain't about the mission of winning this game, don't even get on the bus." And everybody saw the light the beam. This was the one for me. He let him know he's not with the fuck shit.
And I knew there was no way he was going to allow us to lose that game.
This may be one of his greatest performances ever.
He said, "Ain't with it."
When you think about.
Nope. Now, I mean, here we go right here. This is, I mean, just before the game even started. I mean, he was already in that space long before the game even started. Just a little simple half quarter. Just a couple, just bang. I mean, they were in trouble. Curry has not been trash in Game 7. He's had one trash Game 7. His trash Game 7 was in 2016. Obviously, that was when he lost. He's only lost 2 Game 7s. He's won 3 of his 5. He lost the first one against the Clippers back in 2014. In that game, he had 33 points. He won Game 7 in OKC after Game 6. Clay showed up. Game 7, Steph showed up for 36, and that's how KD ended up being there. And then you had the Game 6 or the Game 7 against the Cavs, where he lost to LeBron. He only had 17 points. He was in foul trouble. Crazy low scoring game. Then you had Game 7 against Houston. He had 27, 10 assists, 9 rebounds. He almost had a triple double in that win against Houston. And then last night, bro, 50 points. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He had a steal, 1 turnover. 1 turnover. He shot 52% from the field. He shot 38% from behind the line. I mean, he had it all rolling. But there was a particular moment in the second quarter where you have to blame the folks of, what is it, Golden One Center, formerly known as Arco. You have to blame them for Steph Curry dropping 50 on them. Why? Let's look. Steph Curry only had 12 points at this moment. He only had 12 points at this moment.
With 5 turnovers, that's the first time he's missed a free.
Okay, so he's also, so y'all all look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I blamed him. Yes, I blamed him. I have to. I blame them. He's hot. He's like, yeah, oh yeah, woo. Okay, now it's the second one. All right, let's get to this. Yeah, you know Curry, he can't miss 2 in a row. I promise you, this was the moment Steph Curry decided he was gonna bust y'all ass. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a bean. This was the moment Curry decided this. And it was clear as day. You know how I know it was clear as day? Here's him shooting a free throw in the third quarter. Watch his reaction when he makes it.
Curry, who?
Yeah, he didn't forget. You have to let sleeping dogs lie. These guys are incredibly petty. I mean, incredibly petty.
I'm petty.
They just need reasons. And they gave him a reason. Game 7 was already reason enough. I mean, bro, you see everybody pins and needles, and he's just like, yeah, I hit a free throw. And that wasn't his only free throw trolling. That wasn't his only free throw. Now he's taking his free throws, laughing, smiling.
They're going to look back at this quarter.
Yeah, y'all did. Yeah, I've already missed my 2. I ain't missing no more tonight. He went 3 for 5.
As ultra disappointing
Really
if they're
smiling
not able to make a great fourth quarter comeback. Pound foul.
Yeah. Now I will say the Kings players know better. They know, they like, yeah, we got the ones he gonna miss. I mean, he's still just smiling and laughing. So that's just kind of what he was on from jump. But there was also something that I definitely wanted to touch on from Dre's podcast as well.
4.
Steph came up to me. He said, yo, go at like 6 seconds on the clock. Come and screen me, but don't screen me. Go get Clay. Clay came off and 1 3. And that felt like that shot took their heart.
Dre, I'm glad you brought that play up because this play, it was only a 6-point game at this moment. And it was a huge momentum shift because it was a 9-point game and Malik Monk got a crazy and 1 basket and makes the free throw cut to 6. So the crowd's trying to get into it. They trying to will this little comeback. This is at the end of the third quarter. So Draymond said that Steph came while he was shooting the free throw and told him, I'm going to come down, come at 6 to screen me, but don't screen me. Come like you don't screen me, but go get Clay. And when I tell you this was probably the play that this was just such a backbreaker to the crowd and to the Kings itself. I mean, just a very great call by Steph. So you see, bam, 6 seconds. So freeze. You see they both getting ready to come. They hoping to trap Steph, but Dre already gone. They not worried about where Dre going. But Dre goes to get just enough of a screen and got caught ball watching, and Clay got it, runs around the screen, contact with Clay's legs. Curry loves it. And that's why Curry loved it so much, because He basically drew that play on the fly. Just a backbreaker. Just a total backbreaker. Just buckets from Clay. Don't believe me that it was a backbreaker? Total backbreaker. The crowd was never the same after that. Curry was trolling the crowd all game. I showed you what he said. We've all saw the light, the beam. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? She can't say anything. Here goes another play where I want you to see how Steph Curry was just game, bro. He played this game all the way to the end. You see they up 19. He can easily just kind of ease up a bit. But I want you to watch this play. It's 1.6 seconds left, okay? 1.6 seconds on the shot clock. So that means they ain't got much time. So Steph is selling what he's getting ready to do this whole time because everybody's like, how did Steph get this open? This is how.
18.
So look, Steph is already, he's looking this way.
5.
So he kept looking that way. So now watch what happens when he looks that way again.
6 of 16.
De'Aaron Fox is looking that way. That's how much time it takes Steph Curry to get open. Don't believe me? Watch what happened when De'Aaron Fox turns his head just that way a little bit.
From 3.
I'm gone.
Gets it back. Curry, three-pointer. Bang! Steph Curry.
And then dap up the squad.
18 for 35.
That's all it
6
takes
of
for
16 from
Curry,
3.
bro.
Gets it back. Curry, three-pointer.
Wardell, you are ridiculous. You are ridiculous, Wardell.
Bang! Steph Curry from...
There's a couple more things I want to talk about with this game. Lost a lot of respect for Sabonis. You don't shake guys' hands after you lose. I don't respect that. I once left the court when we lost in Game 7 of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I went to my locker room and I sat down and I said, this don't feel right. And I walked back out on the court and I showed everybody love. You lost. Deal with it. Pay your respect. That was whack to me. That's whack. But I wouldn't necessarily even say lost respect. But I don't respect that, and that's whack. However, Sacramento Kings organization, Sacramento Kings fan base, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Mike Brown, and company, I gained a lot of respect for.
I have to agree with Draymond there. Sabonis, you begged for Draymond to get suspended. I lost some respect for Sabonis as well. I'm also a notable Pacer fan from Indianapolis. And I like Sabonis as a player, but I didn't know he had this in him. I didn't see his daddy play like this. Arvydas Sabonis would have never been crying like that. Arvydas Sabonis would have actually been doing Draymond, to be honest with you. And for Sabonis to do all this whining and flopping and crying for every foul under the sun, for him to not shake hands after all that, man, that's whack. Malik Monk called them old, and he got the business, and Malik Monk shook hands. Davion Mitchell had to guard Steph Curry through that barrage, and he came and shook hands. Battling is battling. I'm not with that. I don't like when LeBron leave the court without shaking hands. I don't like when nobody do it. Bro, y'all played a hard-fought 7-game series. Y'all almost got the champs, but you didn't. Got this instead. You got him with his mouth guard out, and at this juncture of the game, 57-6, bro. He ended with 50 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, bro. The great respect for Wardell Steph Curry must end. But do you agree with Draymond? Do you think that Sabonis should have shook hands? Or do you think, hey, man, you stomped my chest. I ain't shaking hands with you. He ain't stomp his chest, even though you grab his foot first. But that's neither here nor there. Do you agree with me? or do you agree with Sabonis? Get in the comments and let me know. We'll be back with more. We got 2 big playoff games tonight. Will the Suns go down 2-0? We gonna see. Keep telling y'all the Suns are overrated. But then again, I'm probably lying. God is great. We'll be back with more updates. Peace.
Steph, right here. So obviously you just carried the team. You got 50 points, and the Draymond just called you dominate again. So who can stop Steph Curry?
Hopefully we'll never find out.